Hello and welcome to my update for my hashtag 365 days focus art challenge. So I have to say this is quite a challenge. For my focus, it's female faces, and I can draw or paint them in any medium, and then I can include backgrounds and things like that with it, but somehow it needs to probably pretty much feature a female face. And this is a very long-term project I'm working on. I'm going to have to show it. I can't show it all on this camera because it's 16 by 40 inches. So this is one panel, but it's spread out to two panels wide, 40 inches. And I'm going to show that while I'm talking on a photo. And be showing that, because I can't show it right now on my table. So I've taken pictures of it already with it side by side, and it's not finished yet. And I'm following a free online, it's at her Facebook group called Heartspeak, and the artist that I'm taking this free online art journey from is Tania Magennis, and she teaches intentional creativity. It's a whole process, like involving like 15, 16 steps. And I'm really enjoying it because it involves personal symbolism through color. Like the colors are symbolic, images are symbolic. Like right now, one of the first things we worked on was these circles. These circles are actually portals into the previous layers. And it involves about 18 layers, and each layer represents a different inquiry that she wanted us to look at. Like she's following us through. Eventually you can come up with your own inquiries, but following through with this inquiry, each layer has an inquiry, and then a painting process to go with it, which usually involves symbolism with the color and the shapes. So the flowing hair, and I'm probably going to keep showing the digital photo that I've taken. I'm going to keep flashing that on because it won't show this all on my table. The flowing hair actually was a whole inquiry about learning about flow and the importance of flow in our life. For example, that's one example of all the different steps have meaning and symbolic meaning, and relating it to this pandemic that's going on. So it's also relating it to that, and this is supposed to be Sedna, the goddess, and Sedna is also the name of one of the planets. Now what needs to be finished is she needs to get a crown. I need to paint a crown eventually, and I need to resolve this area right here. This side of the picture needs to be resolved, but each one of these are symbolic, and these are prayer dots. Yeah, actually each one of these dots represents a different wish or prayer for someone or something, which I thought was fascinating to include prayer dots. And the caterpillar is symbolic, the cocoon is symbolic, the lotus flower is symbolic of, I can't remember exactly what. But this one has been long term, and I've been working on it for a couple weeks, like a few days out of every week. And then I stopped working on it, and she said that's okay. I came to a point where actually my subconscious needs to work, and I need to be ready to actually paint that crown. And my back burner of my brain needs to be ready before I paint this and resolve this side of the painting. So I'm really excited about this process of painting, and that's what I've been working on for several weeks. In between working on that, I Now this is that was 16 by 20 inches, and actually both panels together was 16 by 40 inches. This is my 9 by 12 inch art journal. Here I love painting galaxy backgrounds, and I get inspired by other people's artworks or photographs. So I saw this expression on a certain artwork and wanted to, of course this is not copied at all, but I just got the inspiration for the expression on the face and with the shoulder like that. And then I decided like the pink purple hair, galaxy background. And I did use Arteza paint markers, which is not watercolor markers. It's actually water-based ink. Then I was not so happy with this one. I don't really like the expression on her face, but here she has galaxy hair and galaxy background. This one I saw this artist doing these kind of drip faces, and this one I did not like how it turned out. But I did another one better. But here I was inspired by the picture, and I didn't want to look too much at the inspiration after that, and I wanted to kind of do it on my own. And so I see that as a trial of trying that out, but I'm not really happy with that. I did another one after that I was more happy with. So there I tried to get a drip face again, and I like how that turned out. So other days I really didn't have much energy or motivation to keep drawing faces, and so here I just did pencil drawing, and I'm kind of happy with I drew a bunch of pencil drawn faces, and I'm happy with kind of like the expressions, like the way I got different expressions on the faces. So this one, this is my 5 by 8 inch journal, and this one I'm happy with the different expressions on the faces. I just drew the faces from my head and see what would happen. And it was interesting to see just what kind of expression would happen when I didn't plan something ahead of time. When I really don't have much energy, time, or motivation, I work in my 3 by 5 inch journal. And here I just did a simple green marker line drawing. Then this is a 16 by 20, no, that's not 16 by 12 by 16 inch. I showed this a couple weeks ago because last week I did not do an update, but 2 weeks ago when I did my last update, I did show this. This is with a class, and I'll link this down below along with Tania Magennis, who I'm doing the Sedna piece, Sedna painting with. This one is a class that I'm taking with Katrina Koltes online called Into the Mist. The whole class is called Into the Mist, and I was really happy how this turned out with watercolor. She really teaches very well step by step, but right here is going to be an acrylic portrait, and she's going to be holding something magical in her hand because she's like in a magical forest. And I had showed this 2 weeks ago, saying I was going to be painting this acrylic face. I didn't do that yet because I got interested in doing the Sedna painting that I showed you. So that's my update for this week. And thank you so much for watching. Please check out the playlist that shows the progress of, actually check out the hashtag 365 days focus art challenge. Type it in the YouTube browser or Instagram browser, and you will find posts and videos that there's just a few other artists, and they'll be linked down below, that are still participating. And it's open for people to participate anytime because the 365 days starts when you start, when when you decide to start the challenge. And you decide what you want to focus on. I'm focusing on female faces, but it's up to you what you want to focus on in your artwork. Okay, love and hugs to you, and see you the next time.